Yes, I know I'm wearing the same outfit. So to start this off, I'm going to start putting these movie reviews out every 2 days now. I know I kind of slacked off for a bit. If you do like the review, please give it a thumbs up. Helps out sort of. Furiosa. I am what you would call a certified Mad Max hater. Yeah, I said it. I absolutely hate the Mad Max movies. And the reason I hate them is just because I like post apocalyptic, but I don't like gore. I don't want to see arrowheads getting stabbed through eyes and going through necks. I don't think it adds enough of an action sense for me to like it. I would prefer John Wick, where it's you have a main character just whooping ass over someone that's getting skewered over and over. It's not my type of movie, but I absolutely love Furiosa. I could go on and on about how great this movie is. The first thing I liked was it had chapters. It would literally say chapter 1 with a little like title thing underneath it, which was fantastic. It made it where the movie was broken up into parts, but it did it in a way that actually flowed. If you've watched any of my other videos, I am really big on movies flowing in a pace that makes sense. And this felt like it was the perfect time segments, almost as if each chapter was the same amount of time that was allotted for it, and it did a good job. The movie starts off with Furiosa, who's the main character. She is a youth, she's a kid, and she gets snatched. And this isn't me spoiling just because it shows us in the trailer, but she gets stolen into the wasteland. And in the wasteland, she grows into a woman, and it's just how she's surviving. Whether she's pretending to be a boy for a few minutes to like not get like attacked by the savages or whatever it may be, it's her surviving and then eventually trying to allot revenge on the guy that stole her. And it was just it was incredible. It was Chris Hemsworth was the main villain, the guy who plays Thor, and he was manic, he was crazy, he was given the depth that Marvel did not give him as an actor. He actually got to like you could feel the lunacy. You knew that if you met his character in real life, this would be an absolute lunatic that it would not be worth it. This would be someone you would have crossed the street for. Like he did a phenomenal job. And she did a great job too. There was no bad actors or actresses in this entire movie, including the child actresses that portrayed her as a kid. You could see the raw emotion on all of their faces, and it was just beautiful. It was fantastic. And the action scenes weren't gory. I think that's why I liked it a lot because even though this is a Mad Max saga, there was only probably 3 or 4 scenes or else like I could feel it, because Mad Max came out a while ago. That was one of my dad's favorite movies. So this, I mean, it's not old, but it's a little old, and film has progressed a lot since then. So when they're showing the skewering and stuff now, it's a lot more intense than it was in the original ones. But I think they noticed that, so it wasn't overdone. It wasn't horrible, and it was quick. I think, like I always say this when it comes to action movies, John Wick really just turned the whole genre around. So a lot of the action is quick action. It's not drawn out scenes, but they did a great job. And there wasn't a lot of CGI. It wasn't overdone with CGI, which is my big critique. I don't want a movie that I feel like is all green screen CGI. There was just a lot of just hand on hand combat action scenes, gun scenes. It was great. And it closed really well. That was my other worry was they're going to draw this out, but I don't think they predicted their success with this movie. So it was clear cut. Like it ended, and there's nothing to really draw back from. It was just, I don't know. And she was just, I could go on and on. She was phenomenal. At one point, I mean, you could see it in the trailer. She's got a metal hand. So one of the gory scenes is her arm gets ripped off, like half ripped off, like a car wheel hits it, and just bone and tendon hanging. And then she gets captured or something, and they look over, and it's just this upper part of her arm is just hanging from like a noose, and she like escapes and like is soldering her own skin. And don't get me wrong, it was intense and it was post-apocalyptic, it was kind of gory, but it fit her character as someone who just was just an iron-willed, I'm gonna do whatever it takes to exact my revenge and do what I need to do. And towards the end, it showed multiple different ways of how it could have gone while leaving it like ambiguous on what could have happened in the movie. And it was just the perfect ending. It was, oh, I wonder what actually happened. It was night and day compared to that If movie I just saw, where you knew how it was going to end 5 minutes in the movie. With Furiosa, you didn't know what was going to happen. You had three different big clans in the apocalypse that were all kind of warring, and you didn't know what was going to happen because she kind of bounced throughout a few of the clans throughout the movie. So it's like, is she going to end up with this one? Is she going to go back home? Is she going to kill, his character? What's going to happen? And it kept you on your toes while keeping it on pace and not overdone, not too gory. I'd say this movie is one of the better ones that's come out this year. I would honestly say this is like a 9 out of 10. If I was still doing trash or masterpiece, this would be a masterpiece movie. Like everything would pass because it did everything how it was supposed to be done, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think. If you did enjoy the movie, please let me know down below because I would like to see what other people's opinions are on this. And of course, please like and subscribe if you want to. That's all I got. Thanks. Bye.